my next guest believes that once key workers have been vaccinated, and of course the priority demographics, then tradespeople and other professions which cannot be done remotely and which involve human interaction should be next in line to receive the vaccine. Those are the words of Charlie Mullins, chairman and founder of Pimlico Plumbers, the UK's largest independent plumbing firm. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Mark. Good evening to you.
Of course, there is a lot of competition for these vaccines, but why, for example, do some of your erstwhile plumbers, do you think, merit the jab?
Well, I think we're in and out houses. We deal with a lot of people. Obviously, we're not trying to jump the queue here. Obviously, the vulnerable and the old have to come first, and emergency services. We're way down the line, but the way it's rolling out now, I don't think we're that far away from it. And I just think it's something we've got to do for the safety of our staff and the safety of our customers.
And of course, the point is that a lot of your tradespeople that you employ are all over the place, aren't they? They will cover several locations in a day, so they would have that potential to spread a potential virus if they were carrying it.
Yeah, well, I think it's a complete no-brainer. The fact, as you just said, we're dealing in many households. We're dealing with probably just over 2,500 jobs a week. One engineer may do several visits a day. So there's families, there's customers, there's businesses. I know the businesses are not up and running at the moment, but we have to think long term here, and I believe long term that the answer to it is that anybody that can have the vaccine needs to have it. Obviously, there's people that can't have it and people that don't want it, and that's their choice. But at the end of the day, it's a serious thing that's going on here. Over 100,000 people dead, and it's still going up. And, we need to sort of stand up and protect everybody.
Now, I'm delighted, as are, most of our audience, about the rollout of the vaccine. It's been a world-class performance, and news today of 2 more jabs, one in particular, Charlie, that could be effective with 1 dosage from Johnson & Johnson, which is fantastic news. Do you still feel that actually receiving the jab and being vaccinated should ultimately be a term and condition for employment within your company? Should it be a deal breaker that anyone that wants to work for you should have had the vaccine eventually?
Undoubtedly, I've already been quite sort of prominent with that. And once the vaccine is rolled out, which I only think is 2 to 3 months away maximum now, and we won't be taking anybody on to work for Pimlico Plumbers that hasn't had the vaccine. And, people keep saying to me, it's against human rights, it's against, or it's prejudiced. Not at all. We're talking about safety of people, and it's the employer's right to look after his staff and protect anyone that works for me. And obviously, from a customer's point of view, it's a no-brainer. I mean, how can you send somebody in an house that possibly could be carrying the virus? It's not going to happen. Undoubtedly, anybody that comes and works for us will undoubtedly have had the jab. And I believe 99% of people that I speak to anyhow are certainly can't wait to have the jab.
Oh, listen, I've got the highest regard for you as an employer, Charlie, a great British entrepreneur. Pimlico Plumbers is a fantastic success story. But do you really want to be in that territory where you're dictating what goes into the bodies of your employees? I mean, what's next? Are you going to check that they've had steamed broccoli in their lunchbox?
No, I mean, you're saying I'm dictating it, Mark. Legally, we can add it to the contracts. It's for them to decide if they want to sign it or not. But new people that come on board, it'll be part of the contract. But
it's going to be dictating, Charlie, in fairness. It's no jab, no job. That sounds dictatorial to me.
Well, everyone's entitled to an opinion, but if I was to agree with you, then we'd both be wrong. This is the future. You're not going to be able to get on an aeroplane. You're not going to be able to go in a pub, restaurant, gym, hairdressers. Of course you're not. Why are people going to endanger people? We're talking serious business here, and it's not going to go away. And I just feel all businesses need to protect their staff, protect their customers.
But Charlie, I agree with you. I understand where you're coming from. It's a very good place. But what about discretion? What about the choice of the individual? Because I know that all of your tradespeople are highly skilled and they're very independent-minded. Perhaps it's up to them to decide.
Well, it is up to them to decide. No one's disputing that. We're not going to sack anybody, but we won't be taking on new people that don't have it. And the people that are with us, we've already done a survey with it, and 99.9 can't wait to have it happen. I mean, I'm surprised so many people are chucking up this argument when everybody knows there's people dying left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
I've lost family members, I've lost friends, I've lost business people. We need to put a stop on it. And, as I say, we don't go on about if we've got to go to another country and you've got to have a jab, or certain NHS staff have to have certain jabs to do their job. I mean, why are we making a big deal of it? It's going to get the economy back to work. It's going to save lives. And this is our future.
Charlie, completely agree with you. Quick word on the vaccine rollout in relation to the EU. They've been slow to act. They're now in dispute with AstraZeneca. You and I both are a pair of Ramonas. I voted to remain in the European Union in 2016. Are you having any buyer's regret right now?
Oh, undoubtedly. What, leaving, you mean?
Well, are you having any regret that you didn't vote to leave, given the behaviour of the European Union in the last few days?
You're having a laugh, Mark, aren't you?
Well, threatening to blockade supplies, Charlie, of the Pfizer jab, which is in Belgium at the moment. We've bought that vaccine, and the EU are threatening to stop it arriving on our shores. I mean, that's below the belt, isn't it?
Depends what papers and what news you're listening to, but that's for the government to deal with. I mean, I can't get involved in what's really going on there, but at the end of the day, I still regret that we've left, and obviously we get on with it. But that's for the government to sort out. I mean, I can't get involved in what's right and wrong there. But at the end of the day, they're obviously unhappy that we've left, and not going to make life easier for us. But I'm not going to read and listen to everybody that says big row this, big row that. The most important thing is that we've got a couple more vaccines out there. And they're rolling out. They're doing a great job. And I honestly think 2 to 3 months from now, I think all of the UK population that want to have it will have had it. As you just said, they're bringing one out now that it's one jab dealt and done with.